is Dr. LaVerne Adams, and welcome to your Transformational Tidbit. Today I'm going to talk about how to develop assertiveness skills. And I know we talked a little bit about how to be assertive, but I want to hone in on some skills about how to be assertive and some of those skills that you might want to use. And the first skill, and this really should be a no-brainer, but in this world where we are all trying to be politically correct, it is absolutely critical that we are honest. Honesty breeds integrity. So when people know that you are a person of integrity and that you value that, they value you. And they value your opinion. And they also expect you to be honest. There's got to be people in the world who we could depend on to be truthful. Other than that, we have lost all semblance of stability. And when a society loses stability and spirals out of control, there's no turning back. It just spirals downward. So it is honesty and integrity that maintains our composure as human people that are supporting one another. And that really is what breeds peace and harmony in the world, and how we're able to manage to exist. Otherwise, we'll all be at war and we'll all be confused. And of course, that's not what we want. So even though it's important for us to be assertive, there is nothing more important than being honest. And sometimes being honest requires a tremendous amount of courage. And so I've found that in 20 years of working with people, honesty is very difficult sometimes for people to handle. So you have to be able to communicate honestly to people in a way that they can hear it and in a way that is helpful. So one of the skills that, that takes skill. It takes effort, it takes time. And when you're clearly honest with people, they appreciate it. So you want to work on that skill. Another skill you want to work on is to learn how to be descriptive in what you've observed. So you're not making things up. When you see a particular behavior, you want to be able to describe it in a way that is non-judgmental, but is clear and clearly stated in a way that people can get the picture. You're not in a way that you're tattling on someone or making someone look bad or feel bad. But when you state what you observe in a very clear and concise way, it paints a picture in other people's minds about what you have experienced, and then helps them to come to their own conclusions. And that's something that I have found is probably the most helpful in getting what you want. Allow other people to come to their own conclusions, because there is nothing else that you can control other than yourself. So that assertiveness now, and being honest and stating the facts of your observation, is going to help people come to their own conclusions. And hopefully and prayerfully, it will be in your favor. And even if it isn't, the truth is the truth. And you will always reap what you sow. So when you reap honesty and purity and wholeness and integrity, that's going to come back to you. Maybe not from that scenario or from that person, but it will come back to you, because that's just a spiritual law. It can't be broken. And that's the way that you should live your life in order to be successful. One more thing, let me think. I think one more thing is that, okay, so you are honest, you are truthful about what you observed, And then what I talked about earlier is how you say it. Watch the tone of your voice, and this is a skill that you can actually develop. And you when you're talking to people that you know and love, and be intentional, and also practice the tone of voice. I personally have to say that I am not the same person today that I was years and years ago. I have learned the skill of being gracious, and I'm still a work in progress. So again, I'm an open book, and I thank God for working with me and helping me and using other people to coach me and show me how to be a better person. But that takes practice. It takes time, it takes skill. And so to learn the skill of grace and the tone, people are more apt to accept what you're saying and communicating when it's said in a way that it's just easier to be heard. So those are just a few skills that you can learn to be more assertive, and you can find more on drlaverneadams.com/blog, and there's much more information there to help you live a transformational life. And I want to thank you again for joining me. And this is Dr. LaVerne Adams, and you can live a totally transformed life.